Hello everybody, this is Wade. Welcome back to Wade's Movie World. So today we're talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, the 7th and final season. So if you've been keeping up with this show and with this season, like of course I have because I love this show, if you've been keeping up with it as much as I have, then you'll know from the past episode, which is the one we're going to be talking about, that we lose a certain character that's been with us since the final moments of season 4, and that character is Enoch Coltrane, the Chronicom from the planet Chronica 2 that takes the team from the restaurant at the end of season 4, except for Fitz.
Here we go.
Weapons tight, Redcon!
Philip J. Coulson.
Yep, that's me. You got us. Nice job. And hey, congrats on the whole power outage thing. It was very ominous.
The window closes in less than 2 minutes. Take them.
And takes them to a secret location where they are transported through a white monolith to the future, and they have to save the future from, what's eventually going to happen.
Where is this? What's happening? No. Why did you send them through that thing?
To fulfill a prophecy. This speaks of the future. They were needed there.
Why didn't you take me?
You weren't part of the seer's prophecy, Mr. Fitz.
And so they have to save, the future in the future, and then they have to come back to prevent the future from happening. And Enoch is a big part of, that. And then in season 6, we see him again trying to get Fitz to the future, which, since that timeline has been erased, well, now they're out in space and they don't know what's going on, and they're running into trouble. And Daisy, Gemma, then 2 other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents take Zephyr 1 out into space to try and find Fitz and Enoch and bring them back home. And now, in season 7, we're on this time jumping mission, traveling through time to save future S.H.I.E.L.D, since the Chronicoms are trying to mess things up, or the evil Chronicoms, I should say. And so this past episode, which was season 7, episode 9, entitled As I Have Always Been, we unfortunately have to lose a character at the end of the episode, and that character is unfortunately Enoch. And, it's never good or fun when we lose a character that we've come to love and respect and care about, whether it be an agent or a Chronicom or somebody else like that. However, all these deaths have been pretty hard. I think this one was one of the hardest to watch, as well as that as Anton Triplets. But what made this one so difficult to watch was the fact that, he was kind of afraid to die, knowing that his life was ending. He was worried about, what's it going to be like? Is it going to hurt? And, the Chronicom Coulson, who's already, experienced death several times, has been like, death is temporary. This feeling is temporary, and it's the people left behind who have to experience the pain for long term. And which he's right. Even in death in real life, for the person who is dying or is transitioning from, a human life to life after death, that's temporary. But for us left behind, it's not temporary. The pain hurts, especially if it's really someone we love and deeply care about. So this one was tough to watch, and I think what made it tough to watch was the conversation that Enoch had as he was dying with Daisy and Coulson, and why he died. Spoilers. So if you haven't seen the episode, go watch the episode, then come back. The reason he died is because the agents are stuck in this time loop and they can't get out of it, so they keep repeating things over and over again. And he has a certain part inside of him that'll fix the time displacement machine, to where they can get out of the time loop and proceed on with the mission. Well, in order to fix the machine, they need this part, which to a Chronicom, the part they need, it's like a human heart. A human can't function without their heart. Same goes with the Chronicom. This part is their heart. And so to fix the time drive, he basically and selflessly pulls out his own heart and gives it to Deke and Gemma, and everybody else to go fix the time drive. And Enoch slowly dies, and Coulson and Daisy sit there with him as he slowly powers down and then dies. But yeah, that was a hard scene to watch. One of the best episodes of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. there's ever been. There's been a lot of damn good episodes, but this one it had everything. It had heart, it had humor, it had emotion, science fiction stuff. I mean, it just everything tied into one. It's a great episode. And what's great about this episode is Elizabeth Henstridge, who plays Gemma Simmons, she actually directed this episode. This was her directorial debut. And she directed this episode, and her character, Gemma Simmons, had a lot of things to do in this episode. So not only did she have stuff to do in front of the camera, but she was also responsible for what was going on behind the camera. And it just, man, Elizabeth Henstridge, kudos to you. You did a magnificent job on this episode. Bravo. Yeah, just a wonderful episode in the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Group of episodes, or whatever you want to call it. So a little bit about Enoch. He's from Chronica 2. He was a Chronicom anthropologist, and how he came into contact with the team was through an Inhuman named Robin Hitton, who we know from earlier seasons and episodes, and she's able to see into the future, and that's how he knew what he must do to send the agents through time, so they could learn about what happened and come back to the present and keep it from happening, and then all the stuff I told you about after that. So initially when we first met him, I thought he was going to be a bad guy. I thought, oh man, this guy's going to be dangerous.
Who the hell are you?
I was sent here 30,000 years ago to observe and record the evolution of your species, what you would call an anthropologist. My Earth name is Enoch. I am a sentient chronicom from a planet which revolves around a star in the constellation you know as Cygnus.
Yeah, we'll just go with Enoch.
But turns out he's been a great ally and a great member of the team. And it's going to be hard, these next 4 episodes, or these final 4 episodes, to proceed, without his knowledge and without him in them. So, yeah, everyone did a magnificent job in this episode. All the cast, all the characters, everyone associated with bringing this episode together, the crew, production staff, director, everything. Just, man, this was a great episode. And to Joel Stauffer, who played Enoch, thank you for such a great character. We love and cherish this character, and it's just going to be sad not to see you in the final 4 episodes. So, but maybe we'll get a little bit of comfort knowing that we'll get to see Fitz in the final 4 episodes, because we still haven't seen him. So anyway, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and so yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Good night, God bless, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
You can stay with me up to the end, but you can't come with me at the end. I will have to leave you. And I will have to do that alone, and I can't help wondering, when that happens, will I feel lonely?
I can say with some authority that you're not wrong. Dying is lonely. But the feeling is temporary.